It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Rams and the Ravens coming up next.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Rams ready to go to work, and they will be led by the rookie, a man with some experience playing in big games, the 4th rounder from Georgia, Stetson Bennett.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy's absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
2nd and 10. Bennett looking to throw. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw here, Bennett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
2nd and a couple. Jackson, options out left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as a tackle made at the 42. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're already giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they'll let their two receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams 8-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And Jackson throwing once more to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. Powers through, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Bennett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
You know, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw, Bennett. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Rams.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. But following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Bennett. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off play action. Here's Bennett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Roquan Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Bennett. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Jackson. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. On 1st and 10, Bennett. That'll be caught by Cup. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll take this down to the 26. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on first down, Bennett. Pass pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Bennett now to throw. Open man right side is cut, complete. Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And it'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw here. Bennett. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the Rams.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and 10, Bennett back to throw again here. Short throw, it's Higbee. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
15 yards there for number 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to the air yet again. Bennett. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
Complete to DeMarcus Robinson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. That is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Trailing 17-10, a little under a minute 50 remaining. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Dobbins with it.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. But he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And down inside the 15 he goes. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now Jackson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Here's Jackson. It's complete, and he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Rams, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's loss number 5 for them on the year, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.